Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're building Ridley. Little dude from Metroid. Favorite character from Metroid. I'm not a super big Metroid person, but I always loved this pterodactyl guy. And he does, if I get him up right, he does sometimes have, he does scale pretty well. When you stand him, you kind of do have to use his tail, unfortunately. But he scales pretty well with a minifigure in some versions of his character. Others not so much. But I just made a nice little minifig version. Anyways, yeah. Just make sure to note, doesn't stand too well on his own. Kind of falls over. So you do have to use that tail if that's a turnoff. Sorry, but yeah. Ridley, let's get to the build. All right, to start off this build, we're gonna start with the body. Here's the lower portion, and here is how we build it. Hang on. So here we start with a 1x1. Make sure that there's studs on all sides and on the top. And then you're gonna want a 1x1 kind of 45-degree angle piece. Place it on one side. On the front, on that top stud, you're gonna get a 1x1 and a 1x2 curve tile, and you're gonna put that right there. Next up, you're gonna get 2 of these 1x1 tiles. Place them on the sides. Place a 1x1 with a bar connection on the back. And then you're gonna take a T-bar and you're gonna place 2 studs on the ends, and you're gonna make sure that you leave just a little tiny gap. And then you'll just fit that in there until the studs are touching the tile. Here's the bottom half. For the top half, get another 1x1 brick with studs on all sides. Get 2 studs with rod holes in them. Put them on the sides. Get out a 1x1 clip, put it on the top, and then a 1x1 square tile with the stud, put it on the bottom. Then you're going to take it, put it right on top, just like that. Then get out a 2x2, and that 2x2 with the pinch, I guess, with the kind of curve. It's a slope with the angle. Put it on the back and put 2 more of these clips on the back right above that curve, just like that. Then you're gonna get this 1x2, and you're gonna get 2 of these angled 1x2 slopes, and you're gonna make sure they're both facing outwards. Then you're gonna place it right in the center, and there is body. For the tail, get out a robot arm, 1x2 with 2 clip joints, a 1x2 flat. Put it on top of the clip joint area, and then get out a smaller robot arm and a toothpiece in silver, and put that on the back. And then you're going to take the end of the robot arm and you're going to put it in the rod. And there's his tail, and you can kind of move it as needed. For the legs, get out a 1x1 with the rod connection, and that's going to be your hip connection. And then for the feet, or here's the leg. Get out a 1x1 with a sideways clip. Put it on one of these 2-stud indented slope brick pieces, 1x2. Put that clip on top. Get out another one of these, and you're going to put a cheese slope and one of these ratchet joints, or one of these half axle connections, not ratchet joints, my bad. One of these axle pins, whatever. Attach it right there, and then get out a 1x1 with the hole. Put it on the top, and then you're gonna place one of your other one of these right there, and then you're gonna place that right there on that stud, and that is gonna make your legs. And you might even want to take the tail off and kind of pinch those studs together to kind of secure it. All right. For the arms, get out a bar robot hand. Put another one of those Technic pieces. Make sure you move it right up against the hand, as close as possible. Then you're gonna get a 1x1, put it on another one of these indented slope pieces. Put the robot hand in there, and then you're gonna get out a what the heck? Anyways, get out a 1x1 with a bar connection, and then a 1x2 slope with that angle piece. Put that in there, and then you put these arms just like this. There's your arms. Let me see if I can sit him up. There we go. For his head, take a 1x4, put one of these 1x3 with the bar, or one of the Technic bars connections, just like this. Put it on one end, and then get out a 1x2 flat. Put it on the other end. And then for the head, or for the neck, just a 1x2, or just a 1x1, and then a 1x1 with a bar connection on the bottom. Put that in the middle of the full length, and then attach that right there. Now for the last thing, our wings. We're gonna get one of these 3x3s with the curve. Place a 1x1 curve stud with the bar connection on one side. Then you're gonna get out a 1x2, and on top of it, making almost like a heart shape, or that L, put a 1x2 with that extra curve on top, and then you're gonna place that just like that. Then get out a 1x2 flat, place that on the end. Get a 1x4, place a 1x2 on that end, and then just get a 1x3 and place it right there. And there's your wings. And you're gonna clip the wings in. And that is Ridley. And just for extra, I display him on a stand. Super simple to make. Get out a 6x6 circle, 4x4 circle brick on top, 2x1 grill piece, 1x1 curve, and then this is just a wheel with two 1x1 studs on both sides. Place them on top, and then one of these long clear pieces. And when you attach it, you're gonna bend the tail outwards, angle his legs appropriately. This is just how I pose him. You don't have to pose him like this. And then you can kind of bend his head down. And there's your Ridley. hope you enjoy this mock. See y'all later. Rah.